fellas, we can be that mistake. Let's do this. Hey, what it do, y'all?
Hey, guys.
We're Brace to Suck 21.
Yes, we are.
I'm Spencer.
And I'm Daniel.
And thank you for 60,000 subscribers.
Crazy.
This is insane, man. Thank you all for bringing us into your lives every single day.
Yes.
We've learned so much, discovered so many great comics, musicians, and it keeps growing and growing and growing. So, as promised, we are men of our word.
Yes.
We're giving you Bob Mortimer on Would I Lie to You, Part 1. We did Part 2. It took off like no one's business. Bob is an epic guy.
Yeah.
And we are here for him.
So I'm ready. If
Yeah.
this is Part 1, we reacted to Part 2.
Yeah.
Let's see if this sets more of a backstory.
Yeah, and more epic stories.
Yeah.
We already know he's an epic guy.
Yeah.
So let's just dive in. It's 50 minutes. Grab some popcorn, a pint, and sit back and let's go through.
Let's do it, man.
Bob, let's all gather around the fireside and you can tell us tales of your youth.
I once set fire to my house with a box of fireworks.
David Mitchell Stewart.
Was this on purpose?
It was done out of ignorance.
What age were you?
I was somewhere around about 7.
I want to know where you grew up, where a 7-year-old can buy a box of fireworks.
I bought them in the shop near where I lived in Middlesbrough. It was a box for 2 and 6 of standard fireworks. That was the brand.
Standard brand. That sounds exciting. Standard fireworks. Yeah. A normal level of excitement will be endangered. For a bonfire night, you will forget.
Remember the 5th of November.
Yep, we caught that.
Yep.
But it says standard, but then it's...
Well, that is standard for a firework.
So you're in your home, and you're 7 or 8 years old.
I'm 7 and I'm on my own, yeah.
On your own?
Yeah, and
What happens?
on one of the fireworks, I think it was the sparklers, it said, not suitable for indoor use. Which, at that age, makes you think, that means they're okay.
Could you just not read the word not when you were being...
Did you think not was the brand? You go, oh, lovely. I love that not brand food. It's not for human consumption.
I know that logic that says, well, people have obviously tried them indoors.
I've discovered they're not suitable.
Yeah.
So therefore, I won't use them indoors because I want to live.
If you look at a big firework, it won't say not suitable for indoors. It's obvious.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Well,
on the
not
sparklers,
everybody.
they chose to put it on.
So what happened?
I lit the sparkler. The sparks went into the box of fireworks, a standard box, and set them off. And I carried the box of fireworks, now beginning to light, into the kitchen, and I threw them into the kitchen. I thought it would be more suitable.
I think you're right. The kitchen, of all the rooms, is the most suitable for fireworks, isn't it?
Because of the oven, the gas, the stove, there is fire naturally in the kitchen.
Yeah, there's a lot of... And it's more wiped down.
Yes.
Less cloth.
So what happened then?
They went off in the
What was the
kitchen.
sound like? Was it bing, wee?
No, these were only standard. And, I remember, as I'm sat here now, wiping the scorch marks off the floor and thinking that my mum's going to kill me.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to be in big trouble. Then I went back into the living room. Unbeknownst to me,
Yeah.
I dropped one. And the living room was completely engulfed in flames.
It sounds to me that if you're on your own at home at 7, your mum's pretty laid back anyway.
She said, son, will you sit here and look after these fireworks? Out to the bingo.
So, you lit the sparkler. A spark went into the standard box.
Yes.
The box starts to go. You go, uh-oh, I must get them into the most suitable room for fireworks.
Yes.
The kitchen. No need to go beyond the kitchen to the outdoors.
Yeah. Mum said don't go out.
I love that.
Oh, he must have been a handful at school.
Oh, my God. Why didn't you take him out? Because you told me not to go out. Now it's the mom's fault.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
We're only 3.5 minutes in. It's going to be epic.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
It's good to know there was at least one rule in your house.
What time of day did all this happen?
This happened mid-afternoon.
Oh, dear, so you didn't really get the benefit of it.
Who put the fire out?
I went to next door where Miss Best lived. She was, bless her, she was about 80. And I knocked on their door and said, my house is on fire. And she said, do you know, I thought it was.
So what happened then?
She called the fire brigade. They fired their water hoses throughout the house.
Yes.
Ruining it.
Even the rooms where there's no fire.
Not ruining it.
Yeah.
You do know that before they put out fires, it's already ruined, don't you?
Lee.
You're making this house all wet. It was lovely and warm before.
And it's the water damage that knackers the house.
Is it? Not the fire?
Not the fire. If they would use their boots to put it out. Honestly, the entire house, that's it. I was in a family of 4 children, and we were homeless.
Where
Come on, keep it light.
No, I'm just saying.
were all the other kids while you were alone with the fire? Why did you take 3
They were
children
looking
out and
after
leave
fireworks in other people's houses.
So when you say you were homeless, how much of the house did the Inferno claim?
It's gone. Entire
That's
house
what, the
gone.
whole
house gone. Yeah.
The whole house burnt down?
Burnt down.
So how much did you leave in the living room? The fireworks in the kitchen have only caused a few scorches.
Yeah.
What did you leave in the living room?
And now, don't you feel stupid for saying standard fireworks? I'll tell you
Really?
Well,
I think you were stupid. They light a sparkler indoors.
If you don't know what you dropped in the living room, is there a chance that it's just a coincidence?
No, it could be.
That it might not have been your fault?
That's what I said to the press.
Your fault?
Press? What press? Who did you speak to?
Local press.
Because they came to the house while it was burning?
Yeah, you know, they're their hats on, trilbies, sniffing around.
With those little bits of paper in the Were they called things like Scoop McLean?
I believe he was called Ron Waffle.
Sorry, Ron Waffle.
It was either him, the other ace reporter on the Gazette was John Caramel. It was one of them two.
Caramel and Waffle.
Honestly.
The question is whether you think Bob has been telling the truth.
Well, I thought it seemed very plausible until we heard about caramel and waffle.
That's what made you think it was plausible. Not just playing with fireworks.
It's just, oh, my God.
Oh, my God. What an epic guy.
Dude.
Oh.
I think he thinks he's telling the truth, but I think what's happened at some point, he's seen a film in which this has happened.
They saw Backdraft.
And is now convinced that it happened to him. I think it's a lie.
Sarah.
I was going to say I want it to be true, but that sounds really horrible. I think it might be true.
Well, I think it's true. I think it's true.
So you're going to go for true?
Yeah.
OK, Bob, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
I was telling the truth.
Oh. No way! No way! Ain't no way. Come on now.
Oh, my God, dude. That's...
Can you imagine? You're a kid.
I can. Because as a kid, I was a little fire starter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know? I was like, you know what? Fire's interesting.
Yep.
And, you know, if it's too cold outside, I want to start a fire inside.
Yeah. Because you want to be warm.
Yeah. All it takes is one spark.
Yeah. That's all you need.
Standard fireworks. That's so stupid name for it. Fireworks. Oh, there's no, like, pizzazz. It's just, meh, fireworks. Why not? Just your standard set of fireworks.
Oh, man.
That's funny.
Police once ordered me to leave town, unspecified, because I was frightening the locals.
David's team, what do you think?
Could you give us some context, Bob?
I'll give you the name of the town. It was Castle Douglas.
Ah. Where is that?
It's southwest Scotland.
And why were you in Castle Douglas?
Was it a tour or something?
No, it was a long time ago. I was only 17, 18, that kind of age. and
A numerical age, that kind. Rather than iron or bronze. That's a different kind of it.
I was with two friends trying to get as close to the Gulf Stream as I possibly could.
What? What do you mean you wanted to get close to the Gulf Stream?
It seems such an appealing, far-off, miraculous thing, this hot stream of water so near us, that it was hard to believe in it just from the textbooks.
But it's not like a spa. It's a massive flow within the ocean.
Yeah, but
you can't see it.
Well, if you're at the Logan Botanical Gardens...
there's a lovely view of the Gulf Stream.
No, but you can see the effects of the Gulf Stream. You know, it's like a tropical gardens, and so in that way you sense the influence of the Gulf Stream. Well, no, it's extraordinary.
I know all teenagers are absolutely mad on the Gulf Stream. They can't get enough of it, and it's...
And flowers.
But that was one reason amongst many.
But the police of Castle Douglas don't mind the teenagers who'll flock there to admire the effect of the Gulf Stream. So what was it that you did that put their noses out of joint?
We scared the locals, apparently, because we were wearing very grotesque masks.
Why were you wearing masks? If you're going to gardens, why would you wear a mask?
Ah, well, here's the thing. That's a perfect question.
Yeah. Just before you answer it, have a minute.
This you can tell this is pre-COVID.
Yo, yeah.
We were travelling in a Morris Minor, and we were sleeping in the car. There was three of us. That's me mate Harry Harriman and Steve.
Steve Seaverman.
No, Steve, by the way. He was. You called Steve, by the way.
He was. Steve, by the way, as in incidentally.
Yes. Anyway, we had these...
You're wearing these masks?
We're wearing these grotesque...
Why are we wearing these masks?
We're wearing these masks because we didn't have anywhere to sleep and we were sleeping in the car.
Right.
They'd been given us by Harry Harriman's mum, yeah, to keep us warm at night because of the heat generator.
What, grotesque latex masks?
Yes. They were just old men's masks, but they were to keep us warm. Harry Harriman's mum she sold these stuff from home, and she sold another thing which was called a jobble top, yeah, which was a bobble hat that made it into a jumper, and the big bobble was at the back and it buttoned down the front, and that was.
I'm telling you now, right? If this is a lie and they end up saying lie, I will say to you, why did you make it more difficult for yourself? by mentioning the joggle top or whatever it was called.
Because I'm imagining my sleeping arrangements and think, yes, we had the latex masks on and these giant, like, what they're called jobble tops.
Right,
okay. So, if you're wearing a sleeping mask and you're scaring the locals, like, normally the locals would be in bed when you're going to sleep, and it's dark, and you're in your car and you got a scary mask on, you know.
No, we were just... On our daytime drive from Dundee to Castle Douglas...
With masks on.
As we went past
Keep
people,
your faces warm.
we were staring at them with our scary masks.
Why did you not remove... Because I would say, from my experience of sleeping all night in a classic car in a latex mask and a jobble top, you get quite clammy. And so in many ways, it's quite a relief to take the latex mask off for the next day's drive.
Yes, and
not to mention how it helps being able to see where you're going.
Yeah. No, of course, we take the mask off in the morning, but then round about midday, you wanted to put it back on.
Yeah. At what point did the police get involved? Didn't the police get involved?
We parked up in Castle Douglas, right next to a shop, because we wanted to get one of their famous Scotch pies. As we came out of the shop, I was grabbed by a policeman, and it was a sergeant, by the way.
Sergeant, by the way? So that's how you got away with it, because you said, don't worry, that's me dad.
Maybe it was.
I'm a sergeant, by the way. I think, Daddy!
Sergeant.
It was Sergeant, by the way. Oh, you have your son.
Oh, it's his son. Oh, yeah, you're good to go.
Incidentally.
Oh, man.
The sergeant,
by the way,
he took me to the police station. And
so he arrested you?
Yes, put in a room, and then the sergeant and a plainclothes detective came in.
Plainclothes detective? Oh, yeah. What? CID have now got involved.
And then they said, you're going to have to wait here. We've sent for a specialist from Edinburgh.
and then, as we sat in, it came in and said, right, what's with the funny faces? They said, what's with the funny faces?
So what did you say?
Well, we explained what had happened, that we had these funny faces, that we slept in them, and that we're terribly sorry to have caused any offence.
So presumably then they released you?
Sergeant, by the way, followed us till we were out of the city limits. So that's my story. It's quite a holiday.
What do you think?
I know what I think.
What do you think?
I think it's true.
You think it's true?
Yeah.
That's not what I think. Cian, what do you think?
I'm going to go untrue.
OK, Cian's going untrue. Adil's going true. David?
My initial reaction is it's a lie. Let's say it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie?
Yeah.
Bob Mortimer.
Yes?
Was that story true? Or was it a lie?
It was true.
No way! There's no way!
Dude, what? Who is this man? Is he like the Carl before Carl?
Yeah. One comment said he's the Liam Gallagher of comedy. He's like, you cannot believe what this guy does.
Oh my God, dude.
Just a larger-than-life character.
What the hell? That's awesome. Jesus.
You're wearing a mask.
He's like the best guy to go drinking with.
Yeah. Like, it would be like the most epic night of your life.
It would make you feel like you've done nothing with your life. That's what his stories make you feel.
Oh, man.
That's crazy, dude.
Unbelievable.
Shit.
Well, Bob, what is Keith to you?
This is Keith. He's my oldest friend, and when we were at school together, we hid a dictaphone in the classroom ceiling to confuse our teacher.
So not to record, but to play stuff?
Yeah.
What sort of stuff?
Well, it was important to keep a gap at the beginning, so we let it run for about 15 minutes. And then there was the noise of a fly. For a brief period, then another period, to confuse the teacher.
Where would you get the noise from the fly? You'd make the noise.
We'd make the noise ourselves,
Let's
I'm
hear
not
your
paying
fly
for no
noise.
fly to do it.
Let's hear your fly.
You know,
It does sound like a fly.
Can I hear your bee?
we didn't do a bee.
Do you know how to do a bee? Just like that fly.
Oh, no, it's more wholesome if it's a bee, isn't it?
Show me the difference, David.
Well, I don't know. I'm not...
Do
well,
it.
I'd say, OK, a bee would be a sort of a foot...
No, that's a bumblebee.
A fly is a...
That's good. Very good. Do you see the way he just slipped straight in and out of character?
So you
yes, there was silence.
Yeah.
Then a little bit of fly, silence, a little bit of fly, and then quite loudly, but not to frighten anyone, the word wolf.
That's like an epic way to fuck with a teacher.
Oh.
Just do it subtly.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Then more silence. Yeah.
Oh,
A bit more silence. Then Speedway Stadium.
Like that. Speedway Stadium.
Do you know, the idea was just to say kind of random things. He was a really nice teacher called Bill Whittlingham.
How did Bill Whittlingham react to these random sounds?
Well, Mr. Whittlingham left the room and said, can you sort this out by the time I've gone back? Can you sort whatever it is that's going on? And there was a cupboard in the corner where, interestingly, it had like exercise books in it, pens and that, but it also had, in a little cage, a hand lion, which is a robotic, it's a battery-operated thing.
What? Are you just saying any words that come into your head? In any order?
It's a hand lion, and if
hand lion?
It's a robotic, animatronic hand lion, yeah? And if you'd been particularly good, he would put it on your hand and set it to lick it. Lick it. If you'd been...
So, a Beanie Baby.
It's no, it sounds like one of those robot things.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's not a Beanie Baby.
What the hell?
Oh, a Furby. A Furby. That's what I'm thinking
Kind of like that, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Which are impossible to kill, by the way.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Particularly...
Was this like a clockwork lion?
No, it was remote control.
It was remote control?
Remote control. He had the controller in his desk, and he said,
But the actual hand lion...
Get out the hand lion, and you'll get a lick. And if you'd been bad, you put him on your hand and you strike. You strike at your hand.
So the hand lion had 2 settings. It could lick or it could strike.
Yes, good boy, bad boy.
Right.
Very good boy, bad boy. Yeah. Now, the only problem with it, of course, was...
What, this story?
It would... The only problem was, because if the batteries got low, it would get constipated. No, anyway, but in this cupboard, so we got up on the cupboard.
You climb onto the cupboard that the hand lion is housed in.
Probably asleep.
Right, you reach up onto the ceiling tile.
Take out the dictaphone.
Switch it off.
Yep.
Mr. Whittlingham comes back in.
Yes.
What happens?
He's nervously awaiting another, edict from above.
Yeah.
Doesn't come, we carry on with the lesson. British government and politics it was.
There was a lesson called British government and politics?
Yeah.
A year on that?
2 years, it was A-level.
For these sixth formers...
Yes.
A hand lion... that can either lick or strike was what was used to express praise or the opposite to these 17 or 18-year-old students.
And it was very effective.
All right, is Keith Bob's classroom prankster, David's blanked buddy, or Lee's hawk handler?
I was believing Bob until the fact that he was 18 and the hand lion. I'm leaning towards David.
I think I'm leaning towards David. I think it's Bob, and I think he panicked because he knew we were onto him, so he went on a ridiculous riff about a hand lion to throw us off the scent. I'll go Bob, but I've been wrong before.
Tara?
I'm gonna go David.
We'll go David.
You're saying David? Mm-hmm. Keith, please reveal your true identity.
My name's Keith, and Bob and I recorded voices and hid the dictaphone in the ceiling.
Oh, man.
Yes. Keith is Bob's classroom prankster.
I would never have believed all that stuff about a hand line was completely true.
Thanks very much, Keith.
Thank you.
Oh, my God, dude.
Oh, my God.
What is this?
Bob, then. Man. Bob is the man.
Like, his stories are epic.
Like, you gotta... It's like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
You just gotta, hang on. Because you will not fall off. It is a true story. Just stick with him. Just stick with him.
Who is this man?
He's a legend.
My God, dude.
Like, we've discovered a lot of legends on this channel. Al Murray.
Yeah.
Billy Connolly. The Gallagher brothers. Who else? Carl Pilkington.
Yeah.
He is right up there.
Dude, this
Bob
is
Mortimer.
crazy, man. What the fuck? All right.
This is the cushion that I used to carry my pet owl around on. I would have brought the owl, but he escaped last week.
David's team, what do you think?
What kind of an owl was it?
Oh, yeah.
Tawny.
Yeah. Tawny's perch on branches.
Yeah.
So how did you get it to perch on a big, flat, soft cushion?
Oh, Steve, it's so good to have you here.
How did I? Is there a problem here, Steve? Here are the talon marks. I have a rare breeds farm near me, and they had to get rid of a tawny owl that was injured. It couldn't use its wings, and I shouldn't use the words, it couldn't use its bottom. For doing what? For poo-pooing.
What did it use?
So, as
What?
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. I'll turn this up. Oh.
So he got the broken owl from wizard school?
Yeah. I guess Hedwig wasn't doing the job.
So he got a... Oh, no.
As a trustee of the organisation, because it's just down the road from me, in Warehorn, I agreed that I would look after it. It actually had what you would call a colostomy bag. No, you would.
We've got a colostomy bag. Yeah, we wouldn't have picked it up, but you did specifically say that's what we would have called it. I thought I'd better address this because we really wouldn't.
Steve, is an owl's colostomy bag called a colostomy bag?
Yes, it is.
You wouldn't really need it because the majority of kind of solid fecal matter with an owl comes out of its mouth.
Yeah.
What?
No, we're dealing with a very sick owl. No, I'm sorry, I sound very aggressive there, but I can see... No, he's escaped now, and I can see his little face. We were given a pipette with what was owl nourishment.
So you had to feed it
with a
pipette.
Yes.
And how did it stand on the cushion if, as Steve says, it needs a perch?
It
was fine, just so...
I've clearly not made it clear. This is an incredibly sick bird. You can't judge it by the normal tone. This is just a lump of meat and feathers. There's just everyone in there.
It's just... But the thing's...
Oh, shit.
It's just a
It's just a lump of meat and feathers. There's no perching.
He ain't flying, ain't doing
just
nothing.
sitting.
Oh, man.
Still escapes.
Yes, actually, I suspect it was killed by my cats.
Why did this owl sanctuary, when it has a sick owl, why didn't it look after the owl itself rather than give it to a local celebrity?
Because I have the cushion and cats. I'm very closely associated with it.
Sorry, my client would like a minute.
You had clearly said to me you were going to nurse it back to health.
No, that was never going to happen.
It's palliative care.
It's palliative care.
Palliative care.
It was
Palliative care for the owl.
A hospice for the owl.
For the owl. Right.
And we had some decent times.
Did he have a name, this owl?
We called it...
It's all right, you're upset, Bob, I can tell it. If you need a minute, it's okay.
I just love how he's struggling to tell the story, and he keep a straight face with it. It's just what's making it for me.
Dude, what?
But what did you call it?
Sorry?
What did you call it?
What did we call the owl?
Yeah.
Well, we called him Mavis.
What did you feed it with the pipette?
It was described to me as owl nourishment. Everything.
You just take bowls and put them in a liquidizer.
Steve, I can't impress on you. The most you got out of it. It's just a lift and lid.
It wasn't perched then, it was reclined on the cushion. That was its... That was its deathbed.
Yeah. We'd have like a broomstick or something and just hold it and throw it.
And what have you told the owl sanctuary? What have you told them? Because they must have been upset.
No, I told them he's passed away, yeah.
And they said, well, that's fine. We knew Mavis was going to die soon. That's why we gave him or her to you, a comedian who lives locally, to keep on a cushion in the same room as some cats.
So my client would like to change his plea.
This isn't sounding...
You're a trustee, did you say, of this charity?
Yes, it's a rare breeds farm in Warehorn. Does family days. Sadly, I haven't got an owl at the moment. But...
So, David, what are you thinking? Is this true?
No, this isn't true.
I think you made all that up.
I just don't believe they would let him bring a dying, tawny owl home.
No, I don't think so. I think we're saying it's a lie.
I think you are.
But and I think that's the Rare Breed Centre probably needs to look at its working practices if it happens to be true. But
OK, Bob, truth or lie?
I was telling a lie.
Of course you were. Of course you were.
For 5 days.
Man, like,
dude,
that owl
dude,
like,
what was that?
How do you...
What was that? Like,
I
love how he could just ramble about it.
Yeah, and just like
he is world-class bullshitter.
Yeah, expert bullshitter.
Yeah.
The what's the king of BS?
Yeah, he's you know, and his life is that like eclectic, where it could be true.
Yeah,
that's what's wild. And if I told you that story, you're like, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, like anyone else, that's right off the bat, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
But the fact that they have to question it is like,
right.
It could be true.
It could be true. That's why we got our title for this video, King BSer.
Yes. Oh, man.
I pushed my cat around in a pram because it had sprained 3 of its ankles.
David's team.
OK, the 2 key questions here. How did it sprain 3 of its ankles, and why was it necessary for it to be so mobile during its recovery period?
OK, I'll address those. One of my children, my eldest boy, didn't throw a tyre at it, but threw a car tyre, and it hit the cat.
He threw the tyre recreationally, and the cat got in the way. How did one ankle survive?
Luckily, he was scratching his head at the time.
OK, so the tyre hits the cat.
Yes.
75% of the cat's ankles are, did you say sprained?
Well, they were bruised, and we were told that he mustn't walk.
So you were told he mustn't walk, but he needed still to travel.
Of course he did, yeah. It was my younger boy's buggy we put him in.
Right.
Because you could strap him in.
You could strap the cat into the buggy?
Yeah.
How did you strap the cat into the buggy?
Using the straps, and the only journey he had to make was to the litter tray. So we just used to take him from the front room round to the litter tray.
Strap him in. Strap him in.
Tip him in.
Why didn't you just carry him?
No, because he had these bandages round his legs, but he would insist on trying to walk, which we knew would make his ankles worse.
You couldn't stop him walking, but he would consent to be strapped into a buggy.
It's not really. It's not. When it comes to pets, it's not really a matter of consent, David.
Never use the phrase when it comes to pets. It's not a matter of consent. You can get into all sorts of problems.
Yeah, that's a little.
Oh, that's so. Oh, dude. Dude, this white. Who is he?
Side note, I just love it when there's someone with a baby stroller and there's a puppy or a kitten in there. It's so extra.
Man, I'll tell you what, dude. Rex doesn't know how to walk on a leash.
No?
No. The worst leash walking dog ever.
How?
I don't know. He hates being pulled. You know, so we got a harness. He doesn't do that well. So we got him regular traditional collar. We're like, this is not good, because every time we link up, he sits. He doesn't know what to do, and when we pull him, he just screams like we're killing him. I'm like, what the hell? So anyway,
I remember seeing that video that you posted on your channel.
She's a drama queen.
Little drama queen.
Freaking.
You could dub that over and make him like talk.
Yeah, no,
like
I'm not
doing
Olivia. That. I am not doing that.
That would be funny.
I'm not. I'm not being one of those guys.
That would be funny though.
Yes. Yes.
Speaking of that, subscribe to Daniel's channel, Arias and the Nation. Link down in the description.
Yes. All right, let's dive in. I gotta hear the rest of this shit.
Yeah, this is just
what?
Hang on.
Oh. Tell us more about this cat. What was its name?
Its name was Gudmundsson. It was a...
What?
Never asked Bob the name of anything in the story. We learned nothing.
His name's Gudmundsson.
Gudmundsson. Monson as in the word monsoon with an O missing.
Yes. Gudmundsson. His name's Gudmundsson. He's a tabby oriental.
Why Gudmundsson? Why?
My youngest son named him Gudmundsson.
All right, David, what are you thinking?
What do you think?
He's lying.
You think he's lying?
Yep, lying.
You think he's... Well, this is a superb moment. I have unanimity from the team, so let's say...
Saying it's a lie.
We'll say it's a lie.
Bob Gudmundsson, truth or lie?
I am telling a lie.
Okay.
As a teenager, I used to terrorise my neighbourhood with a game I invented called Theft and Shrubbery.
What were the rules of theft and shrubbery?
Can I first of all say my memories of this are a bit sketchy?
Always who's handy for this game.
I'm an older gentleman. They're more like just fingerprints on an abandoned handrail.
Even while you poetically describe the aging process, another part of your brain is inventing the rules of a fictional
Theft and Shrubbery. Yeah. It's a game that I played in my youth, in my teens, on the Lakes estate in Middlesbrough. I would probably be 14 or 15. I hope that's all the information you need.
As to what this game involved?
Yes, of course.
Of course. In which case, I'm satisfied and there's no need to tell me. What were the rules?
There would have to be a gang of you. I would usually be with Staver and Bagger.
I didn't realise you knew hobbits as a child.
Neil Overall, Jerry Dungaree's son, of course.
Didn't take his father's name.
Hated him. Hated him. So, and Gary Cheeseman would be there. The reason he was called Cheesy is because his mum used to give him a cheese. Do you know the cheese slice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To take out with him when we were hanging around the shops and that, because she thought it was good for his spots. She'd run his first and slice.
Surely it's because of his surname Cheeseman.
No.
Surely that was part of it.
Do you know, Gary Cheeseman was a big lad, yeah? A very big head. A sniper's dream, they used to call him. He's such a nice... The thing is, he's such a nice lad. And he was a...
I love these points in the show where we say, Bob, let's all gather round the fireside. Tell us tales of your youth.
So the rules of the game, of course you will not. The rules of the game. Theft and... Shrubbery. Were relatively simple. You had to creep into the back of someone's house and observe the family watching the telly or whatever they're doing, yeah?
It's getting a bit sinister now, Bob.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. Is this at night?
This is on the evening time, yeah.
So the family, as it were, backlit by the domestic lighting.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then you'd find one where the curtains were open, yeah? Go to the rear of the garden, and then you'd slowly walk towards the window.
Oh, my God! What?
Right? Try not to disturb them, and you'd chant, increasing the volume as you went. We do beg your pardon. But we are in your garden. And then you gradually get closer and closer to the window, and as soon as you were seen, that's when Shrubbery comes in.
Which was what?
You were not allowed to escape via the front of the property. You had to go across all the fences. Because you're teenage, what you're really waiting for is someone to make a noise or give yourself away, so that you all have to go run through all the gardens.
That's the Shrubbery part.
That's the Shrubbery
What's the theft part?
The theft is we just always felt that we were stealing something from them. Privacy.
So you're going up the garden saying louder and louder, we do beg your pardon, we are in your garden. We do beg your pardon, we are in your garden. You're shouting.
How loud
elderly people who are hard of hearing, you could be going, we do beg your pardon, we are in your garden, before they notice it.
Yeah.
This game can't have lasted.
Who does that?
Just the mental image of that is one so hilarious, but yet so mortifying.
This had to be like the 80s or the 90s. Can't get away with that.
Bro, that's probably 70s.
70s,
He is not a spring chicken.
No. He's old. Oh, man.
Don't try that here, guys.
No. You'll get shot.
Yeah, real quick. I do beg your pardon. We are in your garden. That's so terrifying, but that's so funny. Oh.
I'm imagining very long before people kind of rumbled you and...
No, it was just one of the games, that we did. It could be Theft and Shrubbery night. There was another night where we used to take fruit from a fruit vendor's wagon and throw that up in the air and just let it drop on our heads.
What?
It tells me you played that quite a lot, Bob. Next time, don't use melons.
Cheeseman was very good at it.
So what do you think, David?
Steve, what do you
My
think?
concern is that the details are so utterly believable and sound like they're real that if it wasn't actually a game, he spent an awful lot of time looking through people's windows.
I'm coming down on the side of truth.
Yeah, I know it sounds odd, but I just believe it.
You're going to say true? Yeah. Okay, so...
That just sums up Bob Mortimer.
Yeah.
I don't believe it, but I think it's true.
Yeah, that's. I feel like that's 90% of his life.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Theft and shrubbery. Bob, truth or lie?
I was telling the truth.
No way! Oh, wow.
This is...
Please tell me he has a book. Please tell me he has a book. I would love to read that.
Please tell me he does gigs. Like, I'd love to go see him live.
Oh my God.
Doing some stand up or something.
You know what makes it? You know what makes him like awesome?
What's
this
that?
show? Is the other guy? The other panelist is just as funny.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the banter.
Yeah. Them shooting the shit.
Yeah, I like that.
Man.
Michael, I once punched him in the face because I thought he was a ghost.
Bob, how do you know Michael?
This is Michael, and after cutting his hair, I got a job on a campsite as a hairdresser.
And finally, Lee, what's your relationship with Michael?
This is Michael. Together, we helped free a donkey that had trapped itself in the cubicle of a seaside toilet.
Bob, you cut Michael's hair, and this was on a campsite.
Yeah.
How did you come to... Because you're not a hairdresser, are you?
I'm a hairdresser, David.
You previously worked as a hairdresser, had you?
I'm from a family, I'm the youngest of 4 boys. And in my family tradition is that the eldest is a priest, then a lawyer, then a teacher, and then a hairdresser. So...
That makes perfect sense.
So it fell to me take up the scissors. I was given my first set of scissors when I was 13.
I actually had a pair of scissors when I was younger than that.
Were you the 4th child?
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was more for, cutting out bits of coloured paper.
Oh, no, these were Japanese steels. These were Yasakis.
Right, OK. So you were given these hairdressing scissors at the age of 14?
Yes.
Had you undergone any further training or just were encouraged to experiment?
Well, here's the rub. Because Michael, or Mickey, as you know, Mickey the Drink, he's...
Why is he called Mickey the Drink?
Anyway, so, he was one of the first people that I ever gave a haircut to as a young boy. He was one of my friends. And then, fast forward to 1982. I go to the World Cup in Spain. There was Michael, Billy the Pigeon... Gentle Kent.
Billy the Pigeon?
Gentle Kent, yeah.
Why is he called Billy the Pigeon? Oh, he's found his way home.
No, he's a pigeon. Because he had like a fat chest. We all went to Spain. We were on the campsite for the England fans. I, as always, gave Mickey his haircut. And the one-man army from Nottingham, the Nottingham Forest fan, caused all the trouble out there. He demanded that he had a haircut.
What trouble did he cause out there?
Well, for example, he rushed to the cafe that we're in and threw a coin like that. Could have damaged anyone. Luckily, it went straight in the slot machine and won the jackpot.
No. Okay, you lost me there. There's no way that you throw a coin into any slot machine or whatever and it lands. That's 1 in a million. 1,000,000 to 1.
But I feel like he's lived that life. That's 1 in a million.
Yeah, he is a 1 in a million guy.
I was just going on it. It it's really rather simple story. So I cut Mickey's hair. I'd done since he was 13.
So you'd cut his hair regularly. You first did when he was 13.
When he was 13, one of the first people.
You were his regular hairdresser.
No, that would be a lie. But I would always cut Mickey's hair. Yeah. I was seen doing this, and before you knew it, over the course of the next 10 days, I probably did 50 to 60 haircuts.
And were you paid for these haircuts?
I probably was, but in kind.
Right.
Oh, because the only thing any of these English fans could say was huevo solo, and that got you an egg sandwich. And I seem to remember that people, because I was cutting hair, it was always in the morning, that someone would bring me, "Oh, mate, you're busy cutting hair, you have a huevo solo."
So you're paid in egg sandwiches?
I think maybe I was.
And you did 50 haircuts over, what, how many days?
I think it was probably 8 days.
So you're having 50 egg sandwiches over 8 days?
I mean, I'm interested in the haircuts themselves.
Yeah.
Was there a signature style? It was the early 80s. Were there mullets going on? I mean, what was the look?
It was a feathered look I was expert at. It was called, where I'm from, it's called the foffer. You'll probably think of it like Rod Stewart.
Oh, it's a lovely look.
Layered at the bottom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you still cut hair now?
Oh, not so much now, Robert. To be honest with you, I can't do the new cuts.
What? Did you hear that? I can't do the new cuts. We need an answer. David's team. Is Michael Diane's ghostly guy, Bob's campsite client, or Lee's donkey do-gooder?
Well, what do you think?
See, when I heard Diane's story, I thought that was a lie. And then I heard Bob's story, Lee's story, and then suddenly Diane's story seems a little bit more real.
I think it's Bob. I think giving your man a haircut is the truth.
50 haircuts in a week, paid in egg sandwiches.
I don't know that you can do that hairstyle with one pair of scissors. I'm from a family of hairdressers, and I just don't think you can do Rod Stewart.
Family of hairdressers.
Scissors,
Did you have more than one pair of scissors with you?
No, my response to that, Nadia, is a family of not very good hairdressers. Two sets of scissors?
He looks round about Bob's age.
And Bob's haircut?
Yeah.
Just say one final chance. He looks to me like a man who hangs round gentlemen's toilets.
I'm going with Diane.
Yeah.
Going with Diane. We're settling. David's team are saying that it is Diane. Michael, would you please confirm your true identity?
My name is Michael, and Bob gave me a haircut and a cancel.
We can actually see photographic evidence of Bob cutting Michael's hair. There they are.
No way.
Oh, my God. It really did happen.
It looks like him.
Oh,
it looks like
my
both of those
God.
guys. Well, let's put this up on the other screen here.
Holy.
You see that? You see that?
Wow.
You cannot tell me that is not.
That's awesome.
Hey, what was those hairstyles, man?
I love it, man.
Oh, man. All right. Let's keep going, man.
Thank you very much, Michael.
I have a didgeridoo suspended from a tree in my back garden so that when the wind blows in a particular direction, it parps soothing sounds of the outback into my bedroom window.
David's team, what do you think?
Parps soothing sounds of the outback.
Yes.
What a poetic way of putting it.
Thank you.
Do you genuinely believe that that particular instrument makes a parp?
How would you describe it, Greg?
It's him!
It's him!
It's him!
Yes.
From In-Betweeners.
Yes.
Yes. Had to get that in there. Let's back it up. He's making a didgeridoo sound. Didgeridoo, whatever the fuck you say it.
It's sexy. And how soothed do you feel?
Right, stop popping.
Everyone's just joining in.
It's just going.
That's terrifying. It sounds like you ate something bad. Yes. And that is the new sounds of Spencer Joyce. Downloadable. Check them out now.
Now on Spotify.
Now on Spotify. Soothing sounds of the didgeridoo. Acoustic.
Remix.
Or acapella. Feel free to loop it. Make a remix.
Yep.
I get this every night in my house, please.
Where is it, Bob? It's in a tree.
Yeah.
And you made a conscious decision to put it in the tree?
Yeah.
I thought you said it was hanging from a tree.
What it is it's trapped in a V. Is there a name for that area of a tree? Is it called the Clooney or something?
It's called...
Clooney?
What's the not believe George Clooney's holding a didgeridoo at Madrid in his garden? Why don't you believe this?
This part of your finger there is called the Clooney.
Is it?
So I'm assuming...
I never knew
That's
that.
why I said Clooney. I know it's Clooney. Where it... And it's wedged there.
It's wedged in the tree's V.
Yes, it's wedged horizontally in the tree's V, facing southeast, which is the prevailing wind where I live.
Where do you live? Not Britain.
Britain.
No, the prevailing wind in Britain is southwesterly.
It doesn't happen every night.
So tell us what this sound does for you, then. You're lying in bed at night and you had a lovely day, you're just settling down, and you hear... And then what happens to you?
I'm soothed. And the mind is soothed. You know, you get things that will do the same thing to, say, your throat.
Yes.
It does it to the mind.
What if your brain's fine? You don't want to hear that every time it's windy.
You're always soothing your brain. That's what sleep is.
Hence the success of the pillow.
Yeah.
Can I just say, though, Bob, I've been led to believe by out-of-work hippies over the years.
Oh, God.
Hence the success of the pillow.
God.
I love that. I love
man.
That. Who invented it? John Pillow invented the pillow.
Yeah, it was his business partner, Steve, by the way.
Yeah.
The didgeridoo is an incredibly difficult instrument to play, and yet it would appear that all one has to do is to pass air through it.
No, well, you have to position it correctly, just as you would have to over your mouth. I've done that by utilising the Clooney of the tree.
You're using the Clooney of the tree as human lips. You can get any kind of noise out of a didgeridoo. The Clooney, which it doesn't exist, on Bob's tree, would have to be flesh-like, because Aboriginal doesn't just go through it, because it's not just wind, they use their lips.
Very good point. Very good point. Just coming up this time of year, I admit it's a lot better. In fact, I have a wisteria that grows through the didgeridoo.
Of course. That's where I lose it. That's where I'm losing it.
Oh, my God, dude.
There we go.
And when the wisteria comes into leaf, not only does it pipe the wind towards the didgeridoo, but it acts as the lips.
It's long been said that if the wind blows in the right direction through wisteria, it can play any instrument in the world.
It's time to decide, David.
OK, we need to make a guess.
What are you going to say?
I think it's a lie.
Of course it's a lie.
We think it's a lie.
I think it's a lie. Well, Bob, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
I was lying.
Of course you were. As someone, I don't play any wind instruments. I only play harmonica, and I know that if you hold that up in the air, it ain't gonna do shit.
No. You need like hurricane, gale force winds.
Yeah.
To probably get a pipe out of it.
Right. And it's like, it reminds me of that Ron White joke. You remember the one where he's like, talks about this guy that is like strapping himself to a tree during a hurricane.
Yeah.
He says, it isn't that the wind is blowing. It's what the wind is blowing.
What's the wind blowing, yeah.
and that kind of situation, it is not worth it to hold a harmonica in the air to get noise out of it. Because ain't nobody around to hear it except you.
Yeah,
and you probably got a Volvo.
He was right.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah. And you got a yield sign on your spleen.
Yep.
Anyway.
recently had to charm a spider out of my shoe by tooting a flute at it.
What?
David's team.
Tooting a flute?
He's charming a spider out of his shoe with a flute.
You're tooting it. Are you farting into this thing?
No, not a flute. Definitely don't fart in a flute.
So, where were you?
I was at home.
So was this spider a normal British domestic spider?
Yes.
How big was it, Bob?
It's black, but it's not one.
And what colour was it?
It's not the ones that have got a little body and big, long legs.
Sorry, it wasn't the type with a small body and long legs?
No.
What type was it?
Well, you can wear the rest out yourself, surely.
Yeah.
Big body, small legs.
Yeah. Was this a gerbil?
No, that's a bird.
If we were doing a gerbil, I'd have used a lute. Honestly. It's actually just a very everyday situation. My wife doesn't like spiders, very scared of them, and it's kind of my job to get rid of spiders. I don't like them either. I'm not going to use my hands or whatever.
No, you wouldn't.
Can you mime the blow moment?
Don't fall for this.
Sorry?
He gets me with this every week. Don't fall for it, Bob. I've got just the thing for you if you haven't got a flute. Close your eyes. Don't fall for it. Do not fall for it.
Did you blow it into the shoe?
Yes, I blew down the flute to bring it out into the heel area. These were a kind of snakeskin elastic slipper.
Yeah.
I brought up just under the windowsill, above where the cat litter is.
Yeah.
I put them there because I wanted to get that height, and it didn't come out.
You
I
moved
tapped it.
the
Yes,
you moved the slipper with the spider in it.
I moved it, facing the cupboard where I keep the plates. It's got little holes in it. And the spider emerged.
So the spider emerged, but didn't leave the shoe or slipper?
No, didn't leave
the slipper. Didn't leave the slipper?
Just...
I had a look around, went back in.
Well,
so you were no better off, were you?
No, I didn't feel like I was better off, but at least I'd found out that we owned a flute as a family.
If I was scared of spiders, I wouldn't go anywhere near that slipper. I'd just leave it. I would just let
I'm not that scared, Hannah.
Are you not? Scared of 1 to 10?
I'm ginger about them.
Okay.
Yeah. Ginger.
Is that right? Ginger, is that a word?
It is, yeah,
That's a word.
Yeah.
It's the word. The correct word in that situation.
It's not you pick something up gingerly. It's not. It doesn't just mean the flavour ginger. A ginger nut is not just a biscuit. It could be a tentative testicle.
Do you now know who the flute belongs to?
Yes, of course, it was my son's flute.
Your son, is he a flautist?
No. We hoped he would be, but he could never find the flute.
Well, what are you thinking?
Well, what I'm confused by is that if you fear spiders...
I do a bit.
...and you believe that there's a spider in this shoe, I think you would be afraid to move the shoe.
Yes. Not at all.
I also think you would have worried about, as you go to take the breath to blow it, you accidentally breathe in.
Yeah.
I don't have to breathe in to breathe out.
I don't have to breathe in to breathe out?
Breathe in to breathe out? Oh, dude, I love him. What?
He is a national treasure.
Oh, my God.
Bob Mortimer for Prime Minister.
I could, man.
President.
I could listen to him all day. What the fuck?
Man.
I love this.
Michael, which way are you leaning?
It sounds too much like the surreal world of Bob Mortimer to be actually the truth. I think it's a lie.
It's a lie? You think it's a lie?
Yeah. No, nobody in the world owns a flute, really, do they?
We think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie?
Yeah.
Bob, truth or lie?
It was a lie.
Of course it was. It was the flute part.
I can break an...
It was the
It's so
flute.
true, though.
Yeah.
Who owns a flute? No one.
No one. Unless you're in high school or you like have enough money to go into the local orchestra and I don't know. I think I'm getting myself in hot water here.
But even no, you're gonna You gonna piss off the world of flutists?
We're gonna get canceled by flutists. But if you want some real music,
yeah,
subscribe to my music channel. Link in the description.
For his acapella didgeridoo sounds. All right. Oh shit.
I can break an apple in half with my bare hands.
David's team.
What is your technique?
I take it in the hands.
Yes. Are your hands bare at this point?
Of course they're bare.
Yes.
Friction's very much part of this this equation. You must pull it, I'm going to say east to west. A lot of people think you need to twist. You don't need to twist.
You don't need to twist.
Really?
You just
don't need to
pull apart.
Pull it apart.
How do you get the
Pull the
grip?
apple apart.
Won't your hands just slide away from it? I'd have thought you'd need to twist.
If you twist, you fail. Twisting equals tears.
So you just grip the apple in your hands and then fling them apart, and you have 2 half apples.
No, I rip it apart.
Yeah. The way you were miming it then, there's like downward pressure from the thumbs, almost as if you're trying to open it like a book.
Yeah.
Is that what it's like? Because I can believe that more than the just grip. Bang!
Yes. No, David, that's fair enough. Yes,
It's just you're almost like you insert.
Oh, but I so wish it was bang. It's not.
No, you're inserting the thumbs to try and pull it apart that way.
No insertion.
All right.
No,
but
that's
downward
the grip.
pressure.
Downward pressure, and there it is.
So where are the thumbs? Are the thumbs either side of the stalk?
You know where the thumbs are, David.
Where are the thumbs either side of the stalk?
Yes.
No insertion or penetration?
Just no, absolutely not. No, the thumbs are used for gripping, not for ripping. That's what I was taught. And if you remember that... If you can remember that, you too will be parting apples.
How long have you done this for?
I have done it for a long time. What I used to do to entertain was I used to take hard-boiled eggs, peel them, I can still do it, and I could take the shell off in one. And you actually peel the membrane rather than trying to... Don't be all rough-handed and don't, you know, take your time. Off it comes bang.
And when did you...
That's the correct way to present. With an apple, it's this.
When did you first discover that you could do the apple? How did it come about? How did it come to be?
I can't remember the first time I did it. I can remember the feeling. But I can't remember the first time I did it.
What was the feeling?
The feeling was magnificent.
Right, David, is that the truth?
I don't think so, but it could be. Can we leave it at that?
Yeah, that's fine. OK, on to the next round. No, we can't.
I agree with that. I'd love to see him. I hope it's true because then they'll make him do it.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's not true,
Make
will
him
they
do
make
it
him
anyway.
try?
So what's it going to be?
Oh, I really want it to be true, but it isn't true, I don't think.
You can't pull an apple apart, can you?
You can't just rip it in half. I so want you to be able to.
If you and I can't, sure.
And I can't.
I've never tried.
Have you ever tried?
If I had an apple here, and I can have a few
But I think if those two can't do it, David, with the disrespect, it's highly unlikely you're going to put it off.
Tremendously, frighteningly strong hands, as I found out to my own cost. So you think it's a lie, then?
I'm afraid I do,
Okay,
yeah.
well, I'll go with the Giants.
You're going to say it's a lie? All right, you're saying it's a lie. Bob, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
I was telling the truth.
No.
Yes. Well, guess what I've got under the desk? My trusty box of apples. It's a proper apple. Ready,
Yes.
Bob?
It's a big one.
Thank you. Not you, him.
Does your husband play cricket?
I love that sort of thing. Where should I do it?
I really hope he can't do it.
did it! No! No!
That part. What the hell was that?
Two thumbs up.
What?
2 thumbs up.
Way to end the whole thing.
Oh my God,
Holy
that was
crap.
epic. That was
Oh my
epic.
God, dude! I'm gonna spray my thumb. We have apples at home. I'm trying it.
Yeah.
I'm trying it.
You film it.
We're doing the Bob Mortimer challenge.
Yes. Start it on your channel.
Start on my channel.
Yeah, that's why we told you to subscribe.
Oh,
to
dude,
the
that
channel.
could catch.
Yeah.
Oh man.
To rip an apple in half.
We're gonna try it. We're gonna make it trending.
We will. As a thank you all for 60,000 subscribers.
Holy shit.
Now we know why y'all kept requesting this.
Who is this guy? What the? He's not from here.
He is
from another area.
Another dimension
of the galaxy. He's a time traveler.
Yeah. He knows more than he lets on.
Jesus, man.
This is awesome. Man. Thank you all for 60,000 subscribers.
Yes.
This was so worth it.
Holy crap.
Here's to 60,000 more.
Yes.
Thank y'all for your continued support. Wash your hands, scrub your toes, wipe your ass, blow your nose, embrace the suck.
And unplug your devices, guys. Go on an adventure.
We'll see y'all next time.
Later.